We'll come to order, and I think everybody saw the minutes of the last meeting, and were there any changes? I didn't have any changes, no. So let's say that they were approved then, if you didn't find any changes. Approved as submitted. As far as this goes, what we wanted to do was look at the package of the strategic plan as presented, put together by Doug after our last meeting, after we approved it and everything, or for approval, I should say. And I looked at it again. I didn't have any suggested changes. I know that Fran did. And so what I thought we could do was I could go quickly through those changes that Fran gave. Would that be all right? Okay. So basically everything is fine for all of us down through the identity page, which is I'm looking for here. I had it open and naturally it closed.
Brian, would you like me to share my screen and bring the document?
Oh,
Please.
if you want to, yeah, please.
Absolutely,
If you got it on, I don't. I have it here in paper, but.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, go to the, if you would, the identity page. Oh, I like that. The pictures are much better than they were on the original one here. So where are we?
Here it is, identity.
Yeah,
And then
our identity. Okay, so what?
Is that large enough?
It's okay with me. Everybody okay?
A little too large because our faces are covering part of it.
Oh yeah,
That's
there you
right,
go.
perfect.
Yeah,
At least on my
I think you can move your faces to the top, but I always forget how to do that.
If you just drag the bar all the way up.
Oh, is that what it is? You drag it up and
Yeah.
whatever.
There you go.
Which of course I can never.
readable.
There we go. Poof.
Much
Okay.
better than the Washington Post crossword puzzle that's
Oh,
in the news
okay.
section.
At any rate, so basically we've approved, the whole board has approved the strategic plan. Fran says in the second paragraph, which says volunteers. Oh, wait, in the first paragraph, I beg your pardon, it says our staff go to these places. Oh, you already took it out. Good. Okay.
Yeah,
It had originally said go, something about our staff go out to the place. We certainly didn't need the word out so this much. To me, this sounds a lot better.
Yeah, the version you're looking at has all the changes that Fran had suggested.
Oh, good. Okay.
I did find one small typo on page 2 where the single word "a" is missing from the second sentence of the first paragraph under diversity and inclusion, but everything else is included.
Okay,
the
good.
Last meeting and for Fran's comments.
Okay. And we've all seen, I hope, Fran's comments. We hadn't seen the letter yet, so we'll look at that later. But okay, so the second paragraph, she simply strengthened it, and I thought that was a good way to do it. And she said she wasn't sure the meaning of committed in community outreach and engagement. And I can sort of understand what you originally said by that, but I don't think we need to have that phrase in there. A person reading this from outside our group probably wouldn't understand it. So does this look okay then? This is, Fran, this is what you suggested here.
That's nice.
Okay. Looks good to me.
Of course, I'm going to say it's nice.
You're going to change it again? No, don't. No more changes, Fran.
Who wrote that?
She
We'll
likes it
remove you
because she
from this.
volunteers.
My main point, which Doug and I talked about, was I tried to put the, not to bury the lead, put the first sentence as your most important and in an active voice when possible. But,
No, I agree. And I think overall we tried to do that, but it's so hard when you read it a dozen times or more. And that's why it was good to have you here as someone who hadn't read it that many times and say, I'm just a person coming in from the outside. So
yeah, exactly.
Good. So, okay, so we're fine with that. Under the intellectual freedom and access, third paragraph, was that the one? Let's see. Third paragraph, there it is. Intellectual freedom is a core value of the library and a basic right in our democratic society. And then the rest of it is the same as it has been. And to me, that looks fine. So I agree. Anybody have any problem with that? Okay, under diversity and inclusion, the second sentence in the first paragraph. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure you need the second sentence in the first paragraph. Did you not take it out?
No,
Or did you take it
it's
out?
what was the second sentence that has been
Yeah.
removed is no longer there. So
Okay, good. That's fine.
Use
That's what I was thinking. It says
It was a
librarians
personal-
have profound responsibility or something.
The personal growth thing.
Yeah, or personal. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that one's gone, and then the rest of it is we strive to reflect. Where is that?
Right here.
Yeah, there we go. We strive to reflect on. Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was using the word strive multiple times in subsequent sentences, but I don't think it matters because one's plural and one's singular, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, so this looks good to me. The physical versus digital area. Oh, wait, is that it? Is that it? Let me see. No, third paragraph, second sentence.
Just one
Third
thing, Brian,
Yes, ma'am.
instead of using strive the second time, could you replace it with work?
I don't know. What do you all think?
Which
This is-
paragraph?
This is
Under
under diversity and inclusion,
inclusion.
first paragraph. The second sentence says FCPL strives.
Oh,
The
I get it.
next sentence says we strive. So
Got
it's
it.
basically the same thing, but is there another word or does it matter? What do you think, Fran?
And I would suggest work in place of strive.
In
Or
the second
sometimes,
one?
or sometimes, Jessica has pulled up the list of, oh, I guess that's in when you're in
Thesaurus.
Word and you can get the synonyms, but probably not in this. Can you?
Yeah. Oh, you can do that. Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, it doesn't have synonyms.
Oh, I
that
thought it
aren't
did.
No
easily
synonyms.
Wikipedia.
No synonyms.
Oh, you'd have to go to edit text because it's not
Yeah.
editable.
No.
Okay.
I think
but-
work would be a fine replacement in the second sentence. We work.
I-
to
I think
reflect
so. We
nation's
work,
diversity.
besides
Mhm.
it's alliterative
sounds
too,
good,
because
yeah.
it's got two W's. So that's good.
Striving is trying and working is
Yeah.
actually doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
So let's make that sentence, we work to reflect our nation's diversity, okay? Just so it doesn't have strive twice. It was just something that I thought of when I read through it. So. Then the third paragraph, it's hard to go from one to the other here. Communities draw strength. I would change for, oh, wait a minute.
Here?
Is that where I was? In the third paragraph, the second sentence. Oh, second sentence, I take it back. I apologize for not being able to do this, but this is basically, yeah, it goes down to entrusted to us and then has must be preserved and strengthened. But that's probably, is that how you intended it? Let me see. Let me read this. I guess I'm reading it wrong. Which is the next change? In the third paragraph, the second sentence, FCPL ensures. Okay,
The third paragraph of diversity and inclusion.
that's what I thought. Okay, what I'm trying to do is go from my old copy to
Mhm.
Fran's changes to this, and it's hard to do. So
Yeah.
I apologize for my confusion here, but diversity and inclusion.
So
Third
I
paragraph.
can maybe help you walk through that, Brian.
Can you? Yeah. Yeah. She
Under
did change
under diversity
focuses on.
inclusion, her change was in the first paragraph to basically rewrite that
Yeah. Right.
to what you see right there. We just made the change from in that what is now, I think, the third sentence from we strive to
Right.
work.
But the third paragraph, she did make changes suggested.
Her third change was for physical, the physical versus the digital, the
Right.
first
No,
paragraph.
well, I know, but there was another one up above that. If you look at that, diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion in the third paragraph, the second sentence, which is FCPL focuses on resources. So it's over here where you're looking before. Fran suggested changing it as follows. Let's see. FCPL ensures the availability of resources. So that phrase instead of focuses on, and services for those who may be underrepresented, may be instead of those who are often, okay? Underrepresented, marginalized, or excluded from participation, And you don't use the Oxford comma, but I guess that's okay. And then the next sentence was, now more than ever, we intend to preserve and strengthen our core values. See where it says our core values, the phrase would be, now more than ever, we intend to preserve and strengthen our core values of intellectual freedom and equal access to information. And then the next one, as well as the stewardship and accountability of the public resources entrusted to us, period. See, it makes it more active instead of having
It's just
that
an
less.
active change.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's in Fran's message, but it's easy to miss, which is why I just screwed it up too.
Which maybe it does, because it doesn't sound familiar. I have to check her.
Right.
email to
It's
make
under
sure.
diversity and
Yeah.
inclusion.
And I
There
can't
were-
find my email, so.
Oh,
I know
I have it
it somewhere.
right here, Fran.
Yeah,
Right here.
that's an easy enough change
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make. It's all the same words that are already in there. It's just changing the
Yeah.
order of them.
Right. Yeah. Basically, she had two changes under diversity and inclusion. You got the first one, you missed the second one, I think. So it just makes it more active, and to me, it sounded good. So anyway,
Gotcha.
Sorry about
no
that.
problem. I do have her email, and I will make sure that
Okay.
gets made.
that's why I was confused. So, okay. Under physical versus digital, she changed the first sentence, which you did too, I think. FCPL works to balance the physical with the digital in an ever-evolving world. It's good. It's a nice pithy statement that to me sounds very good, and then goes with the rest of the paragraph. We are adapting what we're doing. And then under digital equity, which is down there, what she recommended was it paragraph 2 that you did this? Oh no.
The first paragraph has been
FCPL bridges
changed.
the digital.
Yeah, that's changed. That's the change. It's
Yeah,
the-
that's a change too.
Yeah.
You said FCPL bridges the digital. Wait a minute. No, I don't understand what you wrote here.
instead of is helping. It was before it was is helping.
Oh,
And I just
okay. It's
changed
helping.
that
Okay,
to
that's it.
bridges. They
Bridges,
do
got it,
Yeah,
yeah.
we do it. Yeah.
And then
That's all.
under, in the next paragraph, you said, where the library plays a key role in promoting Fairfax County's ideal vision, of digital equity. And I just wouldn't use of twice. I would say something like including, the word of. See what it says? Of digital equity of. I would say of digital equity, including affordable digital awareness, access, advancement. Does that make sense, Fran?
Yeah.
That was the one part of your thing that when I originally read what you suggested, I didn't like the two ofs either. Does that work?
So the second of that I highlighted, Fran, can we change that?
No,
to
I'm reading
including?
it. That plays a
Yeah.
key role in promoting the ideal vision of, that's it, and you're changing it to where the ideal vision of digital equity means. Okay, that's fine.
Well,
Instead of,
okay.
Yeah.
Of digital equity of, instead of that, of digital equity.
Well, what it was
Oh.
before, right? The library plays a key role in promoting
Yeah.
digital equity in Fairfax County, where the ideal
Which-
vision of digital equity means
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I have an old version in front of me.
Yeah, I know. I have
So
the
that's-
old one too, and
yeah.
it did originally say that. And I like yours better than the one that said meaning, or it says where the ideal vision means, why repeat what you're saying? But I just think the word including is better than of in that case. The second of.
It's more open,
That's
opens it up more. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sound good then?
Mhm.
Okay, so does anybody have any other suggested changes? I think that's it. I
There was
didn't
one
really-
thing, if we could go back to intellectual freedom and see what you think about the first sentence. I might be making it sound too idealistic, but I had written free communication is essential. Oh, the second sentence, librarians have a profound responsibility to keep that freedom alive by offering a wide array of offerings. Well, that's not good, but so, and instead of instead, I was just wanted to replace to give validity to that freedom. That felt kind of awkward to me. A profound responsibility to keep that freedom alive.
You could write that. You could say validate that freedom. I see what you're going for a more
We could say
active of
protect that freedom.
Protect, that's a little more, I like
Yeah.
that, to protect
That's
that
true,
freedom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I love that.
we don't go to war to give them the freedom. But we do.
We're gonna stand there and fight for it, though.
There you go.
Yeah. we're gonna
The
stand.
librarians have a profound
good. Yeah, I like that.
responsibility to, what did you say?
Protect
Protect
that
the
freedom.
To protect
Protect that
that
freedom.
freedom,
Yeah.
rather than give validity to that freedom.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
there you go.
nice. That's
Okay.
great.
I'm okay with that. Suzanne, do you have anything else from,
No,
is there any?
I like protect.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody else on the call? No, there's not. Okay, so it's us. This is it.
Doug,
Well-
could you confirm the edits that Gary recommended when the document was approved at the December board meeting? Those are all incorporated in here already, right?
Yes, his only issue was with the vision statement,
Yes.
Right.
and that shows up on 2 different pages.
Yeah, I remember, and you
On
already
page,
made that
on
change.
page 4 at the very top, under our
Mhm.
vision, and then on page 5, again at the top, under our vision again.
Yeah,
Great.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure we made the changes in all the places that needed to go.
yeah, as long as it's always the same, so. Okay, well, I think we're all set. So if I don't hear anything else, this is it. I like the graphics and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it looks good. I assume that our graphics person who's been working her magic.
Yeah, they wanted to provide something that was clean so you could focus on
Yeah.
the words, but visually appealing and
Yeah,
all the good stuff that our great graphics folks do.
that's good.
And it
And
breaks up the words having
yeah,
color.
yeah, it makes it nice. And you can turn 1 or 2 of them into a slide that says this one, for example.
And we
Mhm.
are intending again this go around to take those primary pieces of the document, the mission, vision, values, statements, principles, and have the large format posters available
Okay.
in every branch and division so that people on staff and for the public can regularly see it. It's not
Okay. Now, do you explain that at, say, a branch manager's meeting or something, and then the branch managers are supposed to explain it to their staff? They don't just post
Yeah.
those signs, do they? The reason I say that is the last time it went around, there were some of the staff members didn't understand what a particular bullet meant or anything.
Sure.
They just kind of,
So
And
for
they
the
would-
branches in specific, the way that we tend to work this out is when it's approved, we talk about it and share it at a management meeting, and then it goes down to branch management and branch staff meetings.
okay.
But additionally, each branch is creating yearly goals that are based off of the system-wide priorities that are within this. So
Mhm.
they should be talking within their local locations about what areas they want to focus on, what it means for their location. So some branches might say, okay, this year we really want to focus on literacy because we've
Yeah.
noticed a changing demographic, or, we have staff
Mhm.
members particularly engaged around it. Other branches may want to do a little bit from each of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
also available for their staff meetings to go and talk to them about it, and I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah, I
we'll
was
go over this
wondering
at our
If they
management
could actually
meeting as
get
well.
get a brief if they wanted it. So.
Yeah, Doug
Absolutely.
is great about that. And
Okay.
We also, at the end of every year, we do a reporting on how we did with all of those goals that we had the previous year to reiterate how things went as they're
Yeah.
building next year's plans off of this document.
Yeah. Do you encourage them to change goals or to strengthen them or anything each year? What I would hate to see, and I haven't seen it, don't think that I have, but in a lot of cases, organizations, I see the same old goals all the
Mhm.
time. It's like each year we go, okay, we're going to do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Like community association and stuff like that. And certainly we don't want to do that because it gets real stale real fast and nobody pays
Mhm.
attention.
Well, and that's why we leave it up to individual branches and divisions. So
Yeah.
this document is for the whole system. It's a really broad overarch of the goals and the mission and the values and the vision.
Okay.
But then every location and every division, like library human resources or organizational
Mhm.
development or marketing, comes up with their own yearly goals that fit
Mhm.
within the scope of work that they do, the workload available that they have to put towards it,
Mhm.
and what they have noticed as a local community need.
Okay.
So it's up to them to decide on what they want to do in the coming year to meet these obligations.
Yeah.
And because we leave it so localized and we try not to kind of administratively nose into it too much. That means that they typically talk about it as a group at a staff
Yeah.
meeting about what they want to work on in the coming year.
Mhm.
If I could if I could add,
Mhm.
as a former branch manager, looking at this document, and I remember, that the working part of it is very, what's the word? I mean, it would come to the branch managers, and I know any branch I worked in, we would, at one of our staff meetings, we would talk about them, and then we would break into small groups and pick out some, and we would, it was a real collaborative effort. And it was really based on, absolutely based on this. And it was, and it, I mean, it sounds funny, but I think it was fun because people got to pick out, well, let's really work on this, or let's really beef this up, or let's really do that. And so, and I think that, knowing that the committee is made up of staff people who have a real knowledge and feeling for what's going on and how important it is for each branch to be related to its community. It really works. It really does. I really believe that.
Great. That's good to hear.
Yeah, definitely agreed.
Yeah. I now am.
Short of basically having to work whatever it is that they want to do at a branch or at a department level, under the umbrella of this plan, they can do whatever they feel they need to be doing to meet the needs of their community and the people they serve and that type of thing. And then just, and fit it under one of our overarching goals.
Thank you.
And also, I think it's also really cool the way it plays to the different strengths of your staff. Because that, you can have somebody like, I love this kind of thing. And well, let's do that because it fits here and it would be good for the branch. It'll be great for you and for other people too. So it's just it's pretty much win-win, I think.
Good. Well, I want to thank everybody, Doug, of course, for chairing the staff committee, and Jessica for giving us so much guidance, Fran, you, Suzanne, and everybody else on this committee and the board for doing this. I think we're in good shape. I'm going to invite you, Jessica, if you want to go through your letter, because none of us have read that yet or seen what you say. But if you don't want to, or if you're going to change it, if that's still just a placeholder, feel free.
Nope, I want you to be surprised when you open it up in the print volume.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
And it'll be actually in English, right?
I'm actually okay with that. I trust you entirely.
No, it's a pretty short space in there, and it's a lot of reiteration of what you may have seen already in the annual report documentation. It's a lot of kudos to staff for getting us out of the pandemic. It's a lot of kudos to the community for making the work that we do worthwhile. And it's a lot of ties back to the county documentation that supports us, the countywide strategic plan and the One Fairfax policy. That's
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a look back, to thank, and then a look ahead, which is what a strategic plan is. So it just fits right in. Got it. Okay.
Short and
I think
sweet.
it'll be good.
Yeah. I'll have one little sentence in there that you all will have to read the whole letter for and go, aha, she tricked us. There's something weird.
Or she used the wrong comma in the wrong place.
I will have so many dangling participles. Fran won't know what to do with herself.
Those gerunds, get rid of them.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else. Does anybody else have anything? And I hope you feel better, Jessica, and you're.
I'm fine.
Okay.
So process-wise for you all, we will make the remaining edits that you have identified today. I will get Doug the to be inserted secret sentence letter to go with the start of the documents.
Okay.
Very minor changes for our graphics folks. So it will likely be posted online in the next couple, but let's say next week, just in case there's any glitches going on there. But we'll provide print copies as well for you all at your next board meeting. So you have those.
Okay. I was hoping it would come at this next week's meeting because we're live.
I mean, they won't be like pretty paper ones, but they'll be regular printout ones at your meeting.
No, that's fine.
Next week,
That's
as long
fine.
as everything goes fine. And then I would anticipate sometime in February, you'll start to see the large format posters in the branches.
Okay. And then we'll have slick copies that we can give or talk to our.
Those will take a little bit longer. We have to put in a print shop order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing us in person next week.
Yeah.
Hope we're all here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, if the weather holds, maybe it'll be in the 60s when we meet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know whether
Yeah.
that's good or bad. I'm sweating today. It's horrible. Yeah.
It's bad because the fleas don't die.
Oh, you're right there. You're right. yeah.
Okay.
Although December should have taken care of it.
Yeah.
All right.
See
Okay,
you all
everybody.
Next week.
Okay.
next
bye.
week.
Okay, see
Bye-bye.
you next week.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Mhm,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.